So hello everyone, my name is Danny. I'm the academic advisor for for the Integrated Industrial Technology program. And today I'll be covering two of our programs that I help out with. The first one being our Integrated Industrial Technology program. All right, so this is me. My name is Daniel Cordial, and I am an academic advisor. I help out with these following programs here, such as our Information Computer Science program, Plant Biology and Tropical Agriculture, Integrated Industrial Tech, and Substance Abuse Counseling. So right now I'll be going over our Integrated Industrial Tech program, which is a fairly new program that's been up and running for about 2 years, and it's a very exciting industry for you folks who are interested in engineering and for you folks who are interested in, who are really good at math and like problem solving and working with their hands. So it's a really integrated program. So from this program, you'll get the skills that you need for the job in an emerging industrial tech industry. And basically, you'll learn the different theoretical and practical understandings of mechatronic systems, critical thinking skills, and problem solving skills. So once you've finished the program, whether if it's going to be the associate's degree, our certificate of achievement degree, or our certificate of competence, you'll be able to program, operate, maintain, calibrate, and repair the equipment that you would use. So in this picture over here, picture yourself as this technician right here, working with this computer system to calibrate these different electronic robotic arms. So basically you're playing with robots in this program and you're learning how to manufacture a bunch of different cool items. So for example, things that we manufacture here on island would be water bottles for Coca-Cola. So just imagine a whole industrial plant with a bunch of these robotic arms producing a bunch of different water bottles of different sizes and different that can hold different quantities of liquid. So as a technician, you'll be able to calibrate these types of machines and be able to troubleshoot and set it up if things were to go wrong. If things are working perfectly, then you're smooth sailings. You're basically the on-call you'd be the go-to person to fix up this equipment if anything were to malfunction. So in our IIT program, we have 3 different pathways that you could go into. The first one is Associates of Science, which is roughly 4 semesters, 15 credits per semester. We also have our Certificate of Achievement program, which is half the time, about 30 credits, 2 semesters, and our Certificate of Completion. So on the title, you can see 3 pathways built into one. So if you're interested in going for the Associates of Science program, you would actually pick up our Certificate of Achievement and our Certificate of Competence along the way. So signing up for the Associates program, you'll set yourself up to complete the Certificate of Completion within your first semester. So once you get that professional college credential, you can put that on your resume and start looking and applying for positions within the industry. In the industrial tech industry, we have a huge need of technicians. So the growth rate for job openings is only growing day by day. So it's a very exciting industry. A lot of our students do get hired right off completing the program or actually while being in the program as well. So shortly, I'm going to cover the Certificate of Competence program. It's 15 credits. After your first semester, you'll be able to apply for entry-level occupations that involve the integration of basic electronics, electrical, mechanical, and communication systems. And here are the 5 classes that you'll need to get the Certificate of Competence. Our IIT 101, which is being safe in the workplace. IIT 122, working with fluid power. And IIT 131, working with mechanical drive systems, along with their English 100 and Math 103. So as you can see on the far right box, our first 2 classes do not have any prerequisites. So you can go ahead and try it out, see if this is a good fit for you. And looking at our English 100 and Math 103, there are some prerequisites that we can help you folks get placed into these classes. Next one is once you're finished with the first semester, you'll sign up for the next 5 classes, which will align you to get the Certificate of Accomplishment, which is 31 credits. And within these classes, you're going to take the same 5 classes from the first semester, which would get your certificate of competence. Then you'll also take these additional 5 classes to get the certificate of achievement, which is ICS 141, discrete math for computer science, IIT 151, rapid prototyping. This is where you get to play with 3D printing and make different models. And IIT 171, principles of process quality. So making sure what you are manufacturing and producing is consistent to the product that your company is looking for, along with physics with the lab and a social science class. So now you're entering your second year of the IIT program if you're going for the associate's degree. By now, you should have your certificate of accomplishment and your certificate of competence under your belt. And now we're using this last year to work towards the Associates of Science program. And after completing these 4 semesters, students can apply basic engineering principles, technical skills, and supportive engineers, and other professionals in the development, installation, calibration, modification, and maintenance of our automated systems. And here is basically what your last year of the IIT program is going to look like. So you're going to be working with AC/DC circuits. This one class, IIT 221, Programmable Logic Control, is a great skill set to have. We have industry partners who are inquiring about our students already taking IIT 221 because they want to hire them already. What you learn from this class is a very special skill set that our industry partners are looking for. And along with IIT 231, process control and instrumentation, and the list just goes further down. So you'll be a well-rounded technician by the time you finish this program, and very hireable and marketable as well. So looking at the job outlook, basically we are training you to be electromechanical technicians with a starting median salary of $55,000 and a growth rate of 4.5% per year. We do have students who graduated the program and who are in the process of graduating the program that are being hired by Ansaldo, which is contracted by Hart to work in the rail as an electrical mechanical technician, and they're starting at $70,000 right off the bat. So that is a high starting salary from an associate's degree, and the demand for these technicians are there. And this is our support team that we help our students. We have myself, Amy Amper, who is our program counselor, Bill Labby, who is the program coordinator, and Kai Santos, who is the peer mentor for the program. So there's a lot of support systems in place to help you succeed in the program. All right, so briefly, I'm gonna hop over to our computer science program. And if you have any questions, feel free to contact me directly at dcordial@hawaii.edu, and I'll be able to answer your questions in detail when the time comes. All right, so going on to our computer science program, which is another popular program here at Leeward Community College. It is designed to prepare students for employment as technical assistants or professionals and administrative personnel using computers. And this program has a transfer pathway to UH West Oahu's Bachelor's of Applied Science and Information Security Assurance degree. So basically, you'll be doing your first 2 years at Leeward Community College, getting your associate's degree, and the last 2 years at UH West Oahu, getting your Bachelor's of Applied Science and Information Security Assurance degree. And it's regardless of whatever pathway and specialization you would want to focus on. You can do network support specialist, information security specialist, or software development specialist. All 3 specializations will transfer over to UH West Oahu's Bachelor's of Applied Science program. So just like our integrated industrial tech program, we have a various amount of pathways you can choose. First one being the Associates of Science, which is the traditional 2-year degree. We also have different certificate programs, which is usually about a year, and different certificate of competence programs. And keep in mind, if you are going for the Associates of Science program, you will pick up a lot of these other certificates along the way. For example, if you want to if you want to specialize in cybersecurity as an associate's degree, you'll also pick up your Certificate of Achievement in Information Computer Science, Certificate of Achievement in Information Security, Certificate of Competence in Help Desk, and Certificate of Competence in Information Security. So when you look at your transcript when you graduate from Leeward Community College, you would have the associate's degree plus the other 5 certificates along the way that you qualified for if you choose the cybersecurity program. And it works for whichever specialization you want to go into as well. So here's just a brief overview of the core classes if you decide to go for the associate's degree. You know, from ICS 101, which if you choose to not even major in ICS, I highly recommend taking this class as it will set you up for success in your college journey. It will cover topics such as the whole Microsoft Suite application, which would be Word, PowerPoint, Excel, and that'll definitely help you advance your college career. And it'll also cover some basic web design as well. ICS 110, Introduction to Programming. We have 2 different pathways. We have our mobile and Python. The mobile application is you would be actually building different games and apps for the Android software, for the Android platform that you can download to your phone and test it out in real life. They also have our Python version, which is learning how to code in the Python language, which would be essential if you're going to the cybersecurity track, as a lot of the upper division classes will cover Python. ICS 111 is the basic umbrella overview of the computer science industry. So you'll touch upon different things such as database, computer security, and networking. ICS 125, personal computer maintenance and repair. You would break down a computer, put it back together, learn all the different ins and outs of it, and install software. The next 3, introduction to database, computer security, and networking, is pretty straightforward. You're going to learn about databases, of how to set up databases and maintain those. Introduction to computer security, you're going to learn how to secure software digitally and as well physical information. Networking is learning how to set up networks and how to troubleshoot and maintain such networks. ICS 240 operating systems, you'll learn how to use this program called Linux. And with Linux, it's a very good skill set to know if you're going to the computer science industry. And last one is systems analysis, is you're gonna do a lot of group work in this class and have, basically it's project management, learning how to lead groups and to work within groups. So here's a snapshot of our different specialization classes. And keep in mind, you don't just have to specialize in one thing. If you can specialize in all 3 if you want. So when you graduate with your Associates of Science degree, it's going to say with a specialization in cybersecurity, network support specialization, and software development as well. So don't limit yourself to just 3 classes. Feel free to take all of them. So for the difference in the 3 is specializations in computer security. This one is you're going to learn how to do the scripting languages. This is a fun class. ICS 281 ethical hacking is when you're going to learn to actual hack people's information and software, but you're going to do it in an ethical way. That's when it's computer forensics. One thing to note about the network support specialization is that ICS 215 is used for both the cybersecurity and network support. ICS 273 and 274, where it says accelerated, these are short-term classes, meaning ICS 273, you're going to cover in the first 8 weeks of the spring semester. Then in the last 8 weeks of the spring semester, you'll get ICS 274, which is basically the more advanced network design and administration classes. Lastly, a software development specialization, you're going to do ICS 211, ICS 212 program structure, and ICS 241 discrete math. And on the right-hand column is the different prerequisites that you would need to get into these classes. It's a general snapshot of the general ed requirements. So English 100 is a requirement. If you want to do that transfer pathway to UH West Oahu's applied science program, you would need to take English 209 over English 225 as it will count for both degrees. You'll also need a speech class, an ethical class. When I was mentioning about doing the ethical hacking, ethics play a big part in doing such operations within the program. Also, a math requirement, anything from this menu would satisfy the associate's degree requirement. A global multicultural course can be anything with a designation of FGA, B, or C, and a social science class. So a snapshot of the different certificate of competence. All this information is embedded within our website at Leeward Community College Computer Science program, so I'm not going to go into great detail. Same thing with their certificate of achievement programs. So Leeward, we have this website called Career Coach, which would show us our different job outlooks and earning potentials. So I'm going to go ahead and bring up our Leeward website real quick. This is our Leeward website. To get to our Career Coach website, what you want to do is scroll down to the bottom, hit Career Coach. And since our hot topic is cybersecurity, a lot of people want to go into cybersecurity. When you have time, feel free to explore this website and watch the video at the bottom. I'm going to type in cybersecurity. Information security analyst is the top one that pops up with a median salary of $86,000. So in the About tab, it's going to show you the different daily tasks of these, what these cybersecurity analysts do, the types of education you need, so associate's degree, different skills that the employees are asking for. Wages, this is your starting salary around $53,000 with an associate's, and it can only go up with the more education you achieve and different industry certifications that you obtain. And keep in mind that all this data is relevant to the island of Oahu, and it can change in between different islands if wherever you reside. And lastly, this is the monthly job postings from May 2017 to now. Leading companies that post jobs and the employment projections. So it's only going to keep on growing if you choose the cybersecurity track or any of the tracks within the information computer science program. Okay. So that is pretty much my part of the presentation. Feel free to contact me at dcordial@hawaii.edu if you have any questions about our integrated industrial tech program and our information computer science program.
We have a few questions for all of you in our chat box. Is it possible to transfer these credits to mainland colleges too?
Yes, it is. It will vary from campus to campus. So it would, but majority of the credits do transfer. It just depends what school you're looking to transfer to. We have counselors that can assist you with that process as well on campus.
Hi, everyone. Okay, so this is the natural science in Associates of Science in Natural Science. We have an engineering track at Leeward. And some things to point out, we do have 3 other tracks, but engineering was what we're gonna focus on. Oops, sorry. The good point about it is if you do graduate with the ASNS in engineering, you'll receive automatic admissions into Manoa's College of Engineering program. And you can get in with a 2.0 or higher. Usually it is a 3.0. So that's one perk with getting the natural science degree. So before I start, we do align with UH Manoa's program, as I mentioned. So if you are planning to go there, Leeward would be a good option. We're cheaper, we might be closer to your home. We definitely do have smaller class sizes. And we usually, what will happen is the first 2 years of the program can get done at the community college before you actually transfer to finish the bachelor program. So our general ed classes, a couple things to point out would be that our math that we're looking for is Calc 1, and that our physical science is very, we just say chemistry 161 in lab. So you're going to notice this degree is pretty rigid and strict because we've kind of picked out most of the classes for you. Here are the core requirements for the natural science and engineering. You'll see that you'll be going up to Calc 4. You'll do a full year of calculus-based physics as well, to name a few classes. There are electives, and we have the Hawaiian, Asian, and Pacific requirement. Okay, career info, and I'm sorry, I realized I made a mistake. It's number of positions right here. So what you'll see is there are 4 tracks at Manoa: civil, computer, electrical, and mechanical. As for work in Hawaii, civil engineering, as many of you may know, would be the one that has the most positions open, most positions and the most positions available in the coming few years. Pay, the highest would be computer engineering and then electrical. So actually mechanical is the up and coming one at UH Manoa. And I think it's taken over the popularity of civil engineering. Okay, I think I did it in a few. So if you have any questions about engineering, you can ask me. Danny went over the ICS and IIT programs, and then Franalyn is also with us, and she's our recruiter. So if there are any questions.
Since the has started, has there been any changes to your program?
There will be changes. They're still going to have in-person classes, but it may look different and a different format. We're probably going towards either online or hybrid, where you'll come to class instead of twice a week, maybe you'll do once a week. And the other day that you come may be asynchronous or asynchronous type of learning environment. So things might be changing, especially in the next month. So folks might see changes to the mode of delivery in the next few weeks.
Thank you very much. Franalyn, did you have any closing remarks?
No, that's it for us, but thank you again for having us. If you guys do have any questions, whether it's applying into the college or any specific, you can definitely shoot any of us an email, and we'll be glad to help you with any of the questions that you folks might have.
Thank you, everyone.